as the Silk Road was not a single road, there were lots of Indian Ocean trade routes connecting various port cities around the Indian Ocean basin, including Zanzibar and Mogadishu and Hormuz and Canton. One of the reasons that Indian Ocean trade took off is that there were a wide range of resources available and a wide range of import needs, from ivory to timber to books to grain. Swahili city-states imported finished goods such as silk and porcelain from China and cotton cloth from India. Spices and foodstuffs like rice were shipped from Southeast Asia, and especially Sri Lanka, where black pepper was a primary export. And the Islamic world provided everything from coffee to books to weapons.
Mani Padme Hum Sotheby's upcoming Indian, Himalayan, and Southeast Asian art auction presents a curated selection of the finest Buddhist, Hindu, Jain, and Mughal devotional ritual and decorative works of art. Our sale is led by this extraordinary and deeply carved shrine depicting scenes from the life of Buddha. At just under 6 inches in height, one can appreciate the meticulous details of this miniature sculpture. At center, we see the Buddha at the moment of his enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, with his right hand calling the earth to witness. In the upper register, we see the horizontal Buddha at the moment of his death, or parinirvana, surrounded by his disciples. Later Himalayan sculpture, such as this very fine, large 18th century bronze, reflects Pala period Eastern Indian sculptural traditions. The sinuous limbs, the facial characteristics. This beautiful Avalokiteshvara is ungilt, like the majority of Pala bronzes, but with gold applied to the body, as seen in numerous Pala and Nepalese works. This magnificently cast and richly gilt bronze depicts one of the 4 retinue dakinis from the inner mandala of Chakrasamvara, identifiable by the lotus and Kapala attributes attached to the base at lower right. Notice the fierce energy and superb gilding in this 18th century bronze of Vajrabhairava and his consort Vajravetali. Depicted in ecstatic union, their many arms holding a variety of ritual weapons, trampling lesser deities underfoot. These wrathful figures are a fine example of the dynamic presence which has so magnetized connoisseurs in our collecting category.
Our upcoming sale includes exceptional examples of Indian miniature paintings, a highlight being this magnificent illustration from the Shah Jahan album. The painting from the Klaus Wersch collection represents Sheikh Amoudi, envoy of the governor of Mecca to the Mughal court, and is extremely important as it bears an inscription from the hand of the Emperor Shah Jahan himself, identifying the subject. It is also a discovery, as this painting was neither known nor recorded as having belonged to this famous album, thereby creating a once-in-a-lifetime acquisition opportunity for current collectors. The fine draftsmanship of Mughal paintings reveals their obvious affinity with the tradition of medieval European manuscript illustration. This rare folio illustrating a scene from the Garhasp-Nameh of Persian fable is distinguished by its exquisite calligraphy and bears the name of the artist Bishandas, who captures the frenetic energy of the battle scene with arresting immediacy. We look forward to welcoming you to view these and other masterpieces from our upcoming sale on display at our York Avenue headquarters.
Babanam kevalam, Babanam kevalam, Babanam kevalam, Babanam kevalam, Babanam kevalam, Babanam kevalam.
Tambahula mya kumba o nidin ne mya di amusedသမီးတွေမိန်းကလေးတွေကိုပြစ်မှတ်ထားပြီးအာရမကျင့်အဲ့ဒါဆိုရင်မိမိဒီကနေ့စကာဝယ်ဖို့မလိုဘူးလားလို့ကျတော့လူလည်းလူပေါ့အဲသူတို့တွေကခရီးယာကိုလည်းအန်တရယ်ပြုတယ်ဟိန္ဒူကိုလည်းအန်တရယ်ပြုတယ်ဘောဓဘာသာကိုလည်းအန်တရယ်ပြုတယ် Muslim တွေကိုအခွင့်အရေးပေးလိုက်ပြီးတော့ပြလက်ရှိမှာဒီအမျိုးသားလုံခြုံရေးတွေကိုထိုးဖောက်တာတို့ချိုးဖောက်တာတို့လုပ်လိုက်ရင်အန္တရာယ်ကြီး
Collecting alms is a way of showing humility in public for a Buddhist monk. In mainly Muslim southern Thailand, continuing with the daily ritual also shows bravery. Their morning walks to collect food from fellow Buddhists are conducted with soldiers by their side to try to prevent attacks from armed Islamic groups. 3 monks have been killed this year, at least 5 injured in bombings and shootings, carried out by fighters seeking independence from predominantly Buddhist Thailand. These monks may have armed escorts, but that can place them in more danger, with the attackers increasingly targeting the military. The almost daily acts of violence touch everyone in southern Thailand, including those in the Islamic community. In March, those who pray at this mosque in the province of Pattani lost one of the key figures in their community, the Imam. No one's been arrested for his murder, and his replacement says it's in his best interests not to ask too many questions.
I don't want to search for who did this to him. I only keep praying to God that peace may come in the near future. My job is to draw people to come to the mosque, and whatever happens, let it be. I'm afraid that I will become too involved if I pay too much attention.
What he does know is that a killing 3 days later could have been carried out by someone who frequents his mosque. In what was believed to be a revenge attack, a monk from this nearby temple was gunned down. His friends now refuse to leave the sanctuary of the temple grounds. Fearing more attacks, the collecting of alms is suspended indefinitely.
I believe this attack was carried out by a group using a new strategy. We live in harmony with the old generation of Muslims. But this group is trying to raise the new age to hate our religion. To live in harmony in this world, you need these two religions to provide balance.
The presence of armed soldiers doesn't seem to be a deterrent to the attackers. The monks who are brave enough to venture out face the threat of violence every day from the shadowy groups determined to maintain an environment of fear and intimidation in southern Thailand. The result is these walks around the narrow streets and alleys are not just a religious exercise now, but also a military one. Wayne Hay, Al Jazeera, Patani, Thailand.